Hey everybody, Thomas here. Welcome to Oak Hollow Garage. Just wanted to give a quick update on the Mustang. It's been a few months since I've been able to really do any work on it. It just gets busier on the farm here. So I wanted to just give you guys a quick update on a few of the things I've done, which isn't really anything progress-wise. I did rip out the interior so I can get a better look at the floor pans. I took out a few other parts. I still have to get in and see how the front cowl looks, and have an update on my patch to the fuel tank. The quick update is it did not work. The fuel tank started leaking probably another month and a half or 2 months after I put the JB weld on, which was actually something that I'd read in reviews. Somebody said that it doesn't work to seal tanks, even though it says it will. That it just kind of, the fuel, I guess, just eats through it and turns it soft and it leaks again. So with that, I really am going to need to replace the gas tank. And I talked about in my first video that if that's the case, then I really just need to tear the car down and do pretty much everything, because the whole rear end really needs to be replaced. New trunk floor pan, these rear quarters, pretty much, yeah, the entire rear end. So if I have to replace the fuel tank, I really need to do all the other work around it. So I think this car is going to end up being kind of a complete tear down and repair. So this is going to be a number of years probably for me to get around to getting it all done, but that's okay. There's a place actually just a couple miles up the road that rebuilds engines. So we're going to take the engine and pull that and have them rebuild that. Although that probably won't be for another couple of years, really. It'll be when the body is closer to being finished. But I just wanted to show you some more of the rust that I found. Okay, since I'm a terrible videographer, I accidentally hit the button and stopped recording. So I don't know if it cut off too much earlier, but I'll go back through some of the rust. This floor pan has some good sized holes in it. This firewall is gone, so if there's ever a fire, it's going to come right on through. Not going to do its job. So that's, you can see the torque box underneath. You can see, obviously, the ground. Oops. As I hit you into the steering wheel, you can see on this other side, same thing, same story there. So the bottom line, this car needs a ton of sheet metal work. So with that, I'm going to have to really just do a full teardown of this car, and instead of being able to drive it and do anything fun with it, on the road anyway, it's really just going to have to come apart and get a total restoration done on this to get it safe, because especially with the fuel tank leaking, I can't put a new fuel tank in the back with that all rusted out. And as bad as this floor is, it needs a whole new floor pan, firewall, torque boxes, every single quarter panel, the B-pillar, probably a new roof, floor pans, trunk floor pan, just about everything. So I'd actually talked about ordering a Dynacorn full body, but I don't know about that either. So we'll see. There's a lot of decisions to be made. In the meantime, what I need to do is get a place to store all these parts to this car, start tearing down, and try to do it in an organized way so that I don't lose pieces. Everything's kind of together and labeled. So in 5 years, or however long it takes me to do all the sheet metal work on this, I can get it all put back together and hopefully looking nice. I'm going to have to get a new dash, the seats reupholstered, and everything. I'm going to have to spend, $50,000 getting this car back together, so it'll be worth $35,000. But that's okay. That's the fun of it. It's more about the enjoyment than it is the value of the car. So there it is. I have... I'm kind of bummed. I was hoping to be able to get it on the road and drive around a little bit, but it's just not in the cards. So I will end up doing a full restoration on this, and I'll take you guys along for that ride. Appreciate you tuning in. Oh, let me get out of the, there we go, back in the sun. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope you stick with me. I appreciate your advice and criticisms. Although the criticisms I don't appreciate as much, but it's still nice to hear. I guess we'll see you on the next update.